Yeah, I don't remember because I was too young, but they tell me that I was born on June 9th, 1934, in a farmhouse in my mother and father's bed in Saukville, Wisconsin. I was learning to live without my life partner, and I'd finally gotten myself straightened around to where I said I could be strong enough to do it and graceful enough to do it and maybe find some joy in life. And I had gone back immediately to all the volunteering jobs that I had done after Herb died. And my most joyful one always was going to my 2 schools to read a book every month and to do a concomitant science lesson with it. So if it were bears, I brought a huge bear rug. If it were teeth, I brought a big box full of cow teeth and buffalo teeth and my kids' teeth. And I loved both teaching the facts through reality, but I also loved how the kids wanted to touch and learn and enjoy. It was in January of that year, 2020, that finally people became aware of the fact that this is real and it's happening. And it wasn't too long after that that one of my nieces became a victim of COVID. I have her little blue bird there to remind me of hers. Life changed from going out to lunch to being fearful of the known and the unknown. I didn't like it very well, putting it mildly. And what I found out was that all of the things that were in the community that fed the soul were no longer available. Symphony, theater, it was a deprivation. I decided that I was going to make my life valuable in any way that I could. So I started to think of people who were in the same boat I was. And I began a weekly letter writing thing. Even when they were unable to respond by writing, they were still grateful to hear from somebody. I found out that my daughters in the community here reached out to me to keep me safe, which made me feel that I was estranged from real life, but that these people valued me and wanted me to stay in the community. And those were 2 things that I hadn't thought about before. During the whole gardening season, probably from March until almost November, I was in love with dirt and anything that could be stuck into it that would produce. And I grew flowers and herbs and vegetables. And every day I visited them and talked to them and encouraged them, and really got great pleasure, as always, from seeing things grow and thrive. I wish that there weren't a pandemic. I wish that we had all learned that there is one and that we have lessons to learn from it. I wish that this weren't a dividing thing in our country. I wish, but if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. The great big black bear pelt with the huge claws and the fake eyes that scared the heck out of the kids. They all got to pet the bear and feel his claws and touch his fake tongue. And they all got to talk to the bear, and most of them told how sorry they were that somebody made him die.
Support for Facing a Changed World, an oral history of the COVID-19 pandemic, comes from the Margaret Ann Martin Everest Foundation, the Kind World Foundation, Humanities Iowa, the Friends of Siouxland Public Media, and listeners like you.